Buongiorno, senores y senoritas, and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your host tonight, Bob, Cory, and Todd. Cory, how are you, sir?
Oh, what's going on, gentlemen? How goes it?
For me, go great. Todd, how goes it for you?
Dude, it goes fantastic, brother.
I'm glad it's going for all you guys.
I love it when it goes as well.
It goes so well.
So well.
All right, audience, if you're new to the podcast, thank you for joining us. If you are returning, thank you for sticking with us. We really, really appreciate it, and we hope that you enjoy it each and every single week. If you want to go out and listen to previous episodes, you can find us anywhere where you get a podcast, but specifically go to YouTube, because that's where we would love to strike it rich.
Subscribe while you're there, please.
Which will help us to strike it rich.
We beg for you.
If you want to hear us beg a little more, we can, or you could just rewind 30 seconds and listen to it again. But you could also reach out to us at schnozzcast@gmail.com with any of your existential questions or requests for relationship advice, which we'd be happy to provide. And in the meantime, boys, I think that what were we talking about right before we started? Todd's allergies. Why not lead with Todd's afflictions?
Oh boy.
So I know you told us in private, Todd, but let's put it out to the internet now.
Let's put it out for everybody.
No, so what Todd was kind enough to say was like, hey, if my allergies are kicking my ass, I'm gonna mute you guys if I have to sneeze. And it reminded me of, there's a Instagram account called North Valley Group. I don't know if you guys follow them or not, but
Never heard of it.
it's three young adults, three young men, shooting from their house with their mom and dad, and they're pretty creative. I'll say this, and the dad plays an active role in it. And one of the clips that they post is a dad sneeze, where the dad's literally like sitting in the chair reading the paper and has to sneeze and sort of starts going, and all of a sudden the kids are like dropping whatever they're doing, leaping out of windows, jumping into the pool, anything that they can do to get away from then the house shaking sneeze that occurs. And that's all I think about when I hear about Todd's sneeze.
I sneeze just like that.
I'm not going to lie. Every time I sneeze, I try to change it up to throw Danielle off. So I don't think I've ever once really had like the same sneeze. Sometimes it might be long and drawn out.
Okay.
Like a Achoo! or it could be a gotta keep
Mine
her
are nothing like that.
I gotta keep her on her toes.
I wasn't sure how smart of an idea it was to lead off with Todd's allergies, but now I'm seeing
the brilliance.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe I won't mute my microphone now. I'll let all of you experience the thunder that Mary hates.
But yeah, hold on a minute.
Let's see who can come up with the craziest sneeze during the podcast.
I want to dive a little deeper into this because as the owner of a dad sneeze since way before I had children, and my kids have gone as far as to tell all of their friends about how unbelievably loud and obnoxious my sneeze is. How are you finding the time mid-sneeze to figure out a new game plan for this new sneeze? You've only got seconds, Cory.
You know what, dude? I just kind of let it roll and see where it goes.
Are you playing to an audience of one? Like, does she realize what you're doing?
She's always made the comments that I have the weirdest sneezes she's ever heard, but she does not know that I do it intentionally.
Interesting.
See, mine's not intentional at all. And actually, the interesting part of my sneeze, the aftermath is room jarring, sometimes even earth jarring. But I try to stop it, and it's my inhale that drives Mary insane because it'll go. I'm like, and then boom, yeah. When I'm like the inhale, I like try and stop it because I know it's gonna be.
Do not mute if you have to sneeze. Do whatever you do. Don't you dare touch that mute button because I want to record this.
You asked for it,
and if we get lucky, it'll be at a lull in the conversation, a valley, if you will, and it'll be isolated, and that'll be comedy gold.
All right, Indy, come here, buddy. gonna bury my face right
into his coat.
I gotta get some sneezes going.
Yeah.
Let me rub my face into the carpet.
I've never tried to hold back in any way.
Oh, I have.
Oh,
Why?
do. It pops my ears. I think once my eyeball shot out.
Hold on a minute. That's a crazy sneeze. If you've actually popped that's never happened to me, and I'm nearly as old as you, Todd.
You ever sneeze so hard that you farted?
Yes.
All the time.
That's okay.
All the time.
Yeah. You ever sneezed on the toilet? We didn't plan how this episode was going to start, but this is just where we are now.
Yeah.
Sneezing on the
Toilet
toilet.
sneezes are the best, especially if you're constipated.
Oh, that sounds like. Do you guys hear that beeping, or is it just me?
So we were talking about sneezing on the toilet. All of a sudden, Cory reaches around to the back of his pants. I didn't know what was happening. First, I thought he was queuing up a fart sound, and then all of a sudden, he's like, "Let me just check out the back of my shorts."
I kept on hearing this beeping in my ear, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And then I was looking at you, like,
Yeah.
Are you not hearing this? And then I realized I was accidentally hitting the buttons on my audio pack.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen. All right.
No, I did not poop my pants on the show. Not yet, at least.
All right. So that we can move on, boys. But thank you for that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for that nugget of I'll never forget.
Thank you from the bottom of my bowels.
Yeah.
Lori wants to hear more about the sneeze. Yeah, my sneeze is mean. It is mean. The dogs freaking hide. It's bad.
Well, it doesn't make your sneeze mean. It just means that you're a violent. I assume you're a violent sneezer. Does it come out of nowhere?
A violent sneezer. Well, yes, it does. But remember, I am a violent sneezer because my intake portion of the thing is very, very odd.
But you're also trying to muffle the intake by you're literally trying to stop the intake of air into your lungs, hoping that it's going to muffle the sneeze.
Well, yes. Well, I can control the blast radius, right? It's like if I can shut up, but that's where all the other craziness pre-sneeze happens, is because I'm like doing my best, and it's like.
Oh my God, I want to hear this so bad. Do you have any pepper handy that you could just sort of splash into your face?
Actually, it is so funny. All I need to do is actually go just fire up our vacuum cleaner. I think the HEPA filter's full. As soon as I turn it on, I vacuumed the other day. I turn it on, I'm like...
You literally sound like Shemp right before he starts eating cheese.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
And it is not an act. It is 100%
I hope
just
not.
genuine.
Wow. So what happens if you got to sneeze while you're driving? Do you have to like pull over into the right lane pre-sneeze?
I grip the wheel as hard as I can, and then what happens, Bob.
Are you like covering the windshield with your sneeze particles?
Well, usually so that's where, again, like where I shoot my eyeball out, I'll sometimes try and hold that, especially if I'm in the car, especially if I just clean the windows. But
right.
sometimes the windows are hard to see out of for a little bit.
I will say, after my fake sneeze, I chewed a little all over my laptop here.
Yeah?
Got a little wet.
I know I said before that we should move on, but now I kind of don't want this to end.
I mean, we are the Schnozzcast.
What is
fitting.
Does Lori said in the chat what she wants to know about the sneeze? She should really say.
Tell me more. Tell me more about your sneeze.
All right, I think that's what we've been doing.
I just told more. Exactly.
But quid pro quo, I will tell you that, and I may have mentioned this in the podcast earlier. That
Lori's a sneeze farter?
Todd said it. Lori, just remember, that was Todd.
That's what Bob said earlier.
No,
that's
not at all what I said earlier. Lori, go ahead and rewind on YouTube. You able to do that
before the show, Lori? Before the show,
when I met her,
you had just left the room.
When I met her, I don't know how long it was after we met. She sneezed, and
she sharted.
No, just a regular sneeze. What I later learned was a regular sneeze, but at the time I'm like, that's not your sneeze. Is that
peed
real?
All over herself.
No, it's got a particular lilt to it, and a high pitch at the end of it. It's quite adorable now, but at the time I was very like, what the fuck?
It's adorable now. But at first, I was like, I had one foot out the door.
I thought she was fucking with me.
At the time, I was like, oh, man, this is not going to work.
I thought she was fucking with me.
I should have swiped left.
I'm like, what did you
Right.
just do there? Are you pretending to sneeze? Is that your joke? No. I actually had to sneeze. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Well,
Later learned, yeah.
What's your best impression of
Can you give me
Cory's sneeze?
exactly, Bob? Give us a
Should
sample.
I'm really gonna pay. See, if you're,
Do
we're
it.
gonna be with her for the rest of the night,
Do
so
it.
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Do it.
bad for you and me both if this doesn't go well. So you sure you want me to do it? Is this because I'm gonna tell her that you asked for it?
I'm a grown man. I can always leave.
That's well, not really. You're driving.
Yeah, I have a vehicle. I can leave whenever I want.
Fair enough.
I'm like, yeah, it kind of feels like.
Yeah,
Come on,
fuck it.
Bob.
She'd
Give
want
it
me
to
do
us.
Yeah, it's the intake is the part where I was like, she's the intake of someone who's about to sneeze and cover the entire room with whatever happens. It's like just
That's
one
me.
of those like real deep, and then what follows is like a. At
She
the end,
holds
it's-
it like I do then.
No, because I think I asked her that. I'm like, why don't you just let it out? Just let it out. I'm sure that's what you're supposed to do, right? Otherwise, you're going to end up sneezing again because there's still, something tickling you in there. Internet, please clip that out and make it a
thing.
Yeah. She's like, no, that's it. That was really the part that perplexed me was the major difference between the intake and then the output. If that makes any sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I got you.
I'm sure I've heard the sneeze before.
I know you have. Yeah.
I guess I've just never really.
Why would you? Unless you're one of those sneezologists.
You know what sneezes do to me, buddy?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Get me all sort of bricked up.
Boing.
That's-
All right. Yeah. Let's. If we could possibly get this back on the rails. Not sure exactly how, but
I do.
but hold on a minute. Before we do,
one
yeah.
more quick question to pose to you guys.
Yeah.
So, have you ever like plucked a nose hair, and that's made you sneeze, but your eyes are already watering from plucking the nose hair, and then after the sneeze, you just look like a complete insane person because you're bawling your eyes out and your eyes are all red.
You look like an insane
100%.
person to who? To yourself in the mirror?
Yeah.
In the mirror.
You're not doing this in front of a crowd of people.
No,
are you?
not in front of a crowd of people. But then, like,
Okay.
I've also like I've been at work before, and I've been like, damn, this tickling my nose, and I got tweezers in my desk. I go in the bathroom.
Okay. I thought
I
you
don't
were
want you
talking
at my
about
desk. No,
I open the drawer and I say, "Look away, Angela."
no, I go in the bathroom, thankfully.
Okay.
But I'll do that, and then I'll end up sneezing. And like I said,
Yeah.
it's either I wait like another 10 minutes for my eyes to clear up and stop watering, and my face not be all red, or I just walk back out there, and people are like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what the hell did he just get up to?"
Yeah. Do you walk out of the bathroom? We were like,
I have before. Linda, my desk mate, she's actually looked over and she's like, "Are you okay?" Oh yeah, I just plucked some nose hair and sneezed.
that's a very specific answer to that question.
know.
You could just say, "Yes, I'm fine."
I can't wait to. I'd love to hear her podcast. What she really thinks is going on in there.
Well,
Cory's in there. Cory's in there, angry, rubbing him out, and he comes out crying. My desk mate, he rubs him out and comes out crying.
Yeah, it
That's
says something about a nose hair and a sneeze, and I'm like, yeah, that's
Sure.
what it was.
sure, buddy.
To answer your question, no. The only thing that plucking a nose hair does is watery tears.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think I've ever sneezed as a result.
I've done that. I've had yours, Cory, where the whole thing,
Oh, dude.
pluck a nose hair, and then everything goes haywire.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like I say, I look in the mirror and I'm like, "Oh, you sad son of a bitch."
Now, to circle back, Todd, here we are, still not moving on from this. If you're by yourself, if you know you're in the house all by yourself or in the bathroom all by yourself, do you just kind of let loose? You're like, I don't care who hears me. I'm sneezing. I don't care what happens.
Oh yeah, all it scares is the dogs.
Okay. But you're in
But
the
I still-
bathroom
but
by
still-
yourself, right? When you're home with the dogs alone, it's just you and the dogs. Do you leave the bathroom door open so they can come in case they get lonely?
Yeah.
Does that happen? So you can't even go have some 10 seconds of privacy to yourself?
Well, yeah, actually, it's kind of cool. They roll in and they roll back out. But they like to make sure I'm okay.
And if you close the door, they think you weren't okay, and they would what?
Yeah, they got to protect their daddy.
So they just start looking for anything to destroy, or
they grab a hammer and they start knocking the door down.
Nicholson in The Shining is all I can think of.
Just axing that door down.
Yep.
Dylan, hello, sir. Welcome to the Schnozzcast Live. Thanks for joining.
Hello, Dylan.
Thanks for building out that wooden box that we're going to use tomorrow to pour some new steps.
It's tomorrow box day?
It's step day, yeah. And he went home and already made the cast that we're going to use.
Yeah, Dylan, big ups to you for volunteering your services to help. I wish you all the best.
Oh, he didn't really volunteer. I kind of told him that.
Shamed him?
Yeah.
Okay. Bribed him? Swindled him?
No, there was no bribery whatsoever. It was, we're like, well, this is what you're going to do.
Gotcha. And he said yes because
he has to.
Why does he have to?
Because he's my brother.
He has to.
Yeah.
How long is that going to last? You think like 10 years from now, the reaction will still be the same?
It better be. Otherwise,
what?
Looks like he's not going to be around.
Dylan, cut off from the
Dylan, I need to get your PayPal account so I can send you $20 every time you tell Cory fuck off. Don't do anything for Cory.
Oh, a new revenue stream, Dylan. It's your lucky day. Thanks for joining, Dylan. See what happens when you join the Schnozzcast? Folks, if you've been listening to this and it happened like weeks ago and you're just now catching up, here's what you're missing out on. You could literally be the recipient of a spite stream of revenue from Todd Dylan.
Yeah, everyone text Todd at
9555. Right. All right. Officially moving on from all things schnoz related.
All things schneeze related? No.
Yes. All right. So I want to kind of unofficially dish it off to Todd Dylan.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna segue into 90-second sports here.
I love it.
90-second sports.
Hold on a minute.
What?
Hold on a minute. We need to officially, as a podcast, make the announcement that although we still have a 90-second sports theme song,
indeed, a really good
sports artwork.
It runs 2 minutes and 30 seconds too.
It runs way too long, and we have we have great 90-second sports artwork. We are officially going to be doing sports from now on, but without the 90-second box to operate in. The box is now destroyed. It's opened up. We're free to do whatever we want.
It's what you've all been asking for forever since the beginning of time. Let TD talk more about sports.
TD, I'm pretty sure it was just you that was saying that, but that's okay.
He was saying it every week.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. White man can't talk sports. Why depression?
I know, dude. 90 seconds isn't enough time to get into the fact that Michigan has a quarterback whose last name is Orgy.
His last name is
Orgy. Hear that? Orgy.
Okay.
That 90 seconds isn't enough time to delve into that bit of awesomeness. Alex Orgy was the quarterback that beat USC today. Orgy. What an awesome last name.
I assume it's with an I and not a Y.
Give a quick recap, Todd, of the teams playing, the final score, so they understand.
Well, quick recap. Michigan beat USC today, and they were an underdog at home. USC was ranked, I think, 11th in the country.
Yes.
It was an ugly shit fest. I don't think USC is as good as they are meant they were ranked, because I definitely don't think Michigan looks great, but a win is a win for the Blue. And against a ranked team, it's a sweeter win. But yeah, they didn't look great. The offense struggled. Wink Martindale's defense gave up a shit ton of points. I think it was 27-24 was the final, and it went down to the wire pretty much. So yeah, but again, I think Michigan has a quarterback whose last name is Orgy, and there is no J or G or I. I think it's Orjee. His parents are Nigerian, but.
I
just think that's such
that's a good
amazing last name, and you can see that the commentators, they just smile when they say his name, Alex Orgy, just like I do.
I mean, that would what was I listening to the other day, and they kept on having to say there was some sort of word that they kept on using, and I was like, how are they composing themselves right now? Because if that was me, there's no way that I would have been able to continue on with announcing whatever game it was. Oh man, I wish I could remember. But yeah, I think if I was an announcer for one of those games, Todd, I would be giggling myself the entire time.
Exactly. It's just a great last name. And again, I know, like, it's not spelled like the porn word, or I guess it's not necessarily porn, right? It's just a activity or league. What?
That's just called a good time. That's what that's called.
Car.
But yeah.
Car. Todd, what are you drinking tonight?
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
What am I drinking, Bob?
Yeah.
For my beer, I switched it up based on your inputs for over the last couple of weeks. That I wasn't switching it up enough. I'm drinking a little Black Raven Brewing's Coco Jones Coconut Porter.
That is one of the best, greatest beer names I've heard in a while.
Coco Jones?
Coco
It's
Jones.
a really, really good beer.
Coconut Porter.
Coco
How
Jones,
coconutty
baby.
is it?
It's not super coconutty. Just a really high, it's a really nice, very, very hint of coconut with that chocolate coffee tones. Very, very good. And I'm screwing on my cat. Ooh, sorry, Bob. Sorry, Bob. Was that better? Is that better?
It is better.
And then for my shot, little Crown Apple. It's apple season, baby.
Peach season right into apple season.
Todd, I found out some breaking news yesterday, and I tried to find some for Bob and I today, but unfortunately, Total Wine was out of it. So we have been laying off the Fireball for quite some time now, which I'm more than happy with. But Fireball decided to take it one step further, and they just released a green apple Fireball. So
we're going to try it.
We have to try it.
We have to.
So, like I said, that's what we were going to get today, besides the Pink Whitney, but unfortunately, Total Wine failed me.
We'll have a backup Pink Whitney in case it's dog shit. The green apple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how it could be, but again, you never know.
We moved away from Fireball.
Sounds good.
So,
and Dylan just corrected me. It's ORJI. I don't think that's right, though.
J.I.? That's still orgy.
Oh, so I did.
So if it was G, maybe it would be like a hard G, like orgy, but ORJI is definitely orgy.
Oh, it's definitely that. I know that.
Yeah.
Yes, he's right. Never mind. ORJI, Nigerian.
All right, you got a shot of Crown Apple getting ready there, Todd?
Dude, I got it ready to go.
All right. So we're a drinking podcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you got something there, tip it back. Cheers with us. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Dylan, in the chat.
Cheers.
Did you show Todd your shot glass?
Oh, I did not. Let me bring myself up. I
already did my shot, though.
Sons of bitches, Todd.
We'll catch up to you.
That's the good stuff.
Todd, Bob.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a great shot glass.
Yeah, we're in my house. I'm like, this needs to make an appearance.
I got the
Harley
Todd
logo
and Mary shot glass.
Yep, the old wedding
I
shot
love it.
glass. All right, game on.
Oh, don't do shots out of those, though, guys.
Oh, oops.
I should have told you, Cory. I haven't washed that since 2006.
Oh, great. Todd's nuts were probably all over it.
Oh, you know it.
This was in Todd's butthole.
Tigers won tonight as well, guys.
I sneezed in them all.
Dude, I'll take that over the other two.
Tigers won 6-4 today in the 10th to beat, who the hell did they beat? The O's?
I believe so, yeah.
Baltimore. So I don't know if they're going to make that wild card slot, but they're doing everything they possibly could to get there.
You know the weird thing?
What's that?
Mary's rooting for the Tigers and not them. She wants the Mariners to lose. Like, the Mariners are kicking ass.
Are the Mariners guaranteed a spot?
They're not guaranteed a spot.
They're fighting for a wild card as well, or are they out of it?
I think that they are.
Well, you can root for both, right? They're not in the same division.
They are not. But Mary,
so, yeah, that's fair.
She visits Michigan for a couple of days, and then next thing you know, she's shitting on the Mariners.
You can have two allegiances. Tell Mary the Schnozzcast is officially totally cool with her supporting both teams.
You might be.
I think I speak for the show. I mean,
now you speak for the show? Okay. Well, all right, Todd, you hear that?
All right, hold on a minute. So
Bob thinks he runs this shit.
It's a democracy. So Todd, you're the tiebreaker. What say you, sir?
What do I say about what?
Can Mary support two different teams?
I think that she should.
Well, there you go.
I think that's what we call a fair weather fan.
There you go.
That's fair, but officially the Schnozzcast is 2/3 in favor of
and the weather
what
is
she
fair.
wants to do.
Oh, fuck this shit. I quit.
Oh, wouldn't be the first time.
What? Yeah, it would.
Well, that a fair weather fan has gotten a vote on the show.
He quit.
Yeah, we've done that before.
I was calling Mary the fair weather fan.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah,
we've officially the Schnozzcast has officially ruled. It's been several years, but we've officially ruled on an audience member's take on something.
I mean, as we should. That's why we're here.
Yeah,
to tell people how they think and how they should live their lives.
100%. Yeah, it was just harder before because there was a 4-man team, and we ended up with a lot of split votes.
Yeah,
hey,
but now it's going to go one way or the other.
Since we're still talking sports, I also wanted to bring up another point. A couple weeks ago, we were talking, and Cory was making the absurd and obscene, just plain silly argument that football players there should be no rules to protect the athletes. Did you happen to see what happened when? Wait. You remember we were talking about? He's like, oh, in rugby they don't wear pads, and they should. Who cares if the quarterbacks get hurt? He doesn't care. And I was saying the games get shitty when the skilled players get hurt. Remember we were talking about that?
Oh, yep. I gotcha.
And so I wanted to bring that up because if you happen to be watching the Miami game this last week, Tua had another concussion. And again, I'm not calling guys out for not being tough, but Tua's got a soft nugget. Either that or he's got too much fluid or too much space between his brain and his skull, because that dude gets a concussion when I sneeze. I'm talking about
dude, he's one potato away from being a sack of actual potatoes, dude.
I know, and I feel bad for him because it's not a toughness thing. I want him to have a full life after football. It's just the fact that he ran it. He didn't get hit, nor he ran into a guy and got a concussion.
Okay, well, keep your head up.
A D-back guy, not even like a lineman.
That's your advice?
Keep your head up. You make millions. You should be able to run around someone.
Head up, man.
Yeah.
You run into someone, you get a concussion. That's not. Sorry.
Right.
It's part of the game.
Here's the thing, though. The one thing that's really exciting besides Tua on that team is they have two of the most electrifying receivers in the game. Period. The Cheetah and Waddle.
The Pinta and the Santa Maria.
Exactly. And as soon as Tua went down, there's no more completions anymore. The drop-off level, because the first-string quarterbacks are getting paid. When the second-string scrub goes out there, he can't throw it to all that talent on the outside. It's just the game gets really, really horrible. And so I think that it's great that they're protecting the players. But I think my greater comment is I think that Tua should probably hang it up because this guy gets concussions just from falling on the ground. I mean, ultimately, I think that he's just got either, like I said, I think it's either too much fluid in his skull, so that there's too much room for his brain to slosh around, because he gets concussions way easier than it seems anybody else in the league.
Well, you should stop being a pussy.
Oh my goodness.
Cory Schnozzcast, ladies and gentlemen, calls him like he sees him.
Yeah, someone has
crazy.
Turning all these football players into pansies.
Cory, you want to jump in with TikToks?
I guess we can do that.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. With this Cory.
Cory was born ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, sir.
So you guys will be happy to know I did not stupidly forget to do something today, and
we're not there yet.
Not able to put it up on the screen.
It feels like that was a super short version of that song too.
It wasn't the full 5 minutes and 78 seconds, but
Dude, I make studio track length songs, Bob. I don't know how to make these.
you've gone to the Queen or the Rush school of MP3 production.
Tom Sawyer.
I think it's fair to say, yeah. Cygnus One, magnum opus production from Todd Dillon.
All right, so the first one I got for you guys, as Todd did say last week, he wanted to see more. Well, him and the viewers wanted to see more animals.
Yep.
So
Let me have it.
I am happy to oblige. This first one is security camera footage of a lady getting ready to leave the house, and her dog's kind of standing there looking at her like, okay, have a good one. And the dog makes it very clear that he was definitely waiting for her to leave. Oh, there's probably- Oh, and mom's gone. Grab the pillow and hump it.
Oh, yeah.
Go to town on that thing, boy.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I have been waiting all day. Oh, I'm done already.
He got right in there the second
Why aren't you home yet?
the second she left.
I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to assume that that's what happens every time I leave the house.
And he's just,
Yeah. I don't even have a dog.
you really think, Indy,
Yeah.
this dog right here,
Yeah.
that rarely ever moves.
Well, that's why he's always tired. Because when I leave,
He's humping so much stuff.
yeah, he burns all of his calories in the first 5 minutes after I walk out of the house to go to the store.
I would also assume he'd be a little bit smaller of a dog if he was burning that many calories humping things.
I wonder who's getting
it's-
blamed
it's
for all
over
the
really
sauce
quick.
on all the furniture.
This pillow on this chair is always so crunchy.
Ah, good times, Cory. Good times.
All right, this next
Solid.
one,
Now you got a solid review from Todd on that one. That's the equivalent of like an A++ at least.
if not another plus.
Was I being too conservative? Yeah. Let's throw another plus in there. All right, what do we got here?
This is
Barstool Sports. This can't be good.
a black lab that this family owns, and they had just put out their Halloween cat decorations on their front lawn.
I know what I hope happens.
I don't think you're gonna. I don't think you're. So here we go. This dog.
Wait, is the dog also a decoration? Why is he not moving?
He's hunting them, waiting for one of them to move so he can grab it.
The dog's real.
Yeah, the dog's completely real.
Okay. I don't understand what's happening.
He's trying to hunt the cats.
Yeah, exactly. He's waiting for them to move.
He's like, these motherfuckers are so smooth.
Dude,
I will outlast you.
they're calling his name and everything, and
I will outwit you.
He's not budging. Look at that tail too. Even the tail's perfectly still.
But hold on a minute. Can you play that one more time?
Yeah.
I'm no dog whisperer, Cory, but he had to get into that position. They didn't just place the cats around him there. Like, he had to creep up to that spot. He literally crept into the middle of this crowd. How did he? Why would he creep into the middle of them and then stop? He's already passed two of them.
I think I have an idea, Bob.
Yeah.
I think that's where this would have nice.
Woo.
I think
Oh, my
that
God.
this would have been comedy gold if they had caught that part. But I think the dog probably walked out there like normal and got to that spot and then realized, holy cow, there's something I should be hunting.
Oh,
And then froze.
too late. Realized it.
Yeah, they started it too. Yeah, because I should make a TikTok. I was out in the yard one day, and the chickens were out, and all of a sudden there was a sound, and they all froze like that, and they would not move. It was like they were all statues for like 4 minutes straight.
Okay.
I have video of that, so I can kind of I think they just get, and I was bummed that I didn't get the video started before because it was just their normal activities, but they actually all froze. It was something I've never ever seen before. So I kind of get what's going on here with that dog. He walked to that spot, then and then his hunting brain kicked in, and then he went and he was stalking him.
Yeah, I could not stop laughing at that. I'm like, see, and especially how still the dog was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, last one I got for you guys.
Yeah, so what I hoped happened didn't actually happen.
I figured you didn't see that one coming.
No.
So one of the new things at a lot of games is when people get put on the Jumbotrons, they put like Snapchat filters on their faces.
Okay.
And some of these are so good and realistic to like what the people actually look like. This one I came across, and again, it gave me a good chuckle. So I hope it does the same for you guys.
Wow, that's very real.
It is. It's very real looking.
Think about if that baby's actually looking at the Jumbotron. That would fuck your baby up for
Demon
life.
baby.
They're both demon children.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in favor of this trend. It's going on way too long.
That one they went way too long with.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, they're making her cry. Got it. Oh, so it doesn't even when you cover your mouth, it doesn't break the filter?
No.
That's crazy because it used to fuck it all up.
Yeah, no, it's still.
Oh.
Okay. Here's my takeaway. I am not a fan of this.
No?
No, it looks stupid. It looks like, okay, AI is one of the most powerful culture-changing, world economy-changing forces that's come around in a long, long time. This is what we're using it for?
Yes. Absolutely love it.
The best thing I could say here is that of this whole TikTok segment is that I got to hear your sneeze.
Oh, thanks.
That's been the tippity top for me.
And you get to know that husky sauce in the furniture is pretty nice.
If it was true. If it was true.
So there you guys go. TikToks for the week.
You think AI made that dog hump that pillow cushion?
Yeah, I know. God damn it. All right, guys, I want to talk real quick about we have so last week we mentioned about we referenced another podcast that we had run across, Girl Dinner.
Heard of them? Canucks.
Yeah, and
mean Canadian girls. Funny mean Canadian girls.
I was going to say you should couch that in a particular way. But yeah, I had run across them and then spoke with you guys about them, recommended them, and all of us have now listened to them. So one of the things that, and by the way, we're following them. If you want to give them a listen, you can find them out on Spotify under Girl Dinner. If you want to get, they're a little bit difficult to find on YouTube. So if
that they are,
I still haven't found them there.
If you,
I sent you the link, Todd.
I don't look at links that you send me, Cory.
Anyway, I'm not sure that
somebody stole my identity.
All their energy into YouTube, but if you want the link, we could put it in the chat. We could also send it to you at Schnozzcast. If you email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, we'll reply back and send you the link. But you could definitely find them on Spotify. They're out on Instagram. They're on Threads as of today. But so we're fans of the show. But one of the things they talked about in their recent episode that went public this week was monogamy. And so I wanted to, the Girl Dinner podcast, Sam and Amber, two ladies doing the show, two girls doing the show. And as a podcast of all dudes, I thought it would be interesting to get our take on this. And it doesn't have to be a lengthy discussion necessarily, but wanted to get your guys' take on it as well as, anybody who might be in the chat who wants to weigh in it as well. So the theme of the show was monogamy. Is monogamy the best way for long-term relationships to thrive? Is it the way to be always, or could there be another way to be as successful in a long-term relationship without being monogamous?
Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way, boys.
Yeah.
Monogamy is the way for me.
This is the way. But remember, folks,
only thing I know, Bob,
his wife does not listen to the show.
His wife.
He could literally say anything he wants.
There's people that listen to it. There's people that know Danielle, and
Yeah?
there's
You think they would report back to her?
there's a
Like,
certain Lori listening right now.
no.
I just heard her run down the hallway, knocking on the door to Danielle.
First of all, you didn't hear Lori run down the hallway.
Heard her sneezing her ass off all the way down the hallway.
She farted again?
That's how I knew she was sneezing, because I heard the fart.
So all right, so we got Cory's take. In the words
Bob.
of the Mandalorian, this is the way. Monogamy.
The only way for me.
Bob,
Yes, sir.
before I even get to that part of the question, I told you that I had to get this word out on the air, and this is giving all due deference to girl dinner.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of the term. One of them called themselves endearingly a twat waffle.
Endearingly.
That is a new one on me. That I've heard all manner of interesting words, but a twat waffle is new to my vocabulary, and I've been wanting to get this on the air. As soon as I heard it, had to pull over the car, step outside, then rewind and make sure I heard what I thought I heard.
What did the stepping outside do for you? Why was stepping outside the move to make at that point?
Clear my head.
It couldn't be done in the car. You're like, I got to get out of this fucking car.
I got to stand up.
My head could only be
Make
cleared
sure.
outside.
Got to make sure all
exhaust fumes of the rest of the traffic on the road.
He Hulk Hogan his shirt right off.
That is an amazing
Immediately
word.
regretted
I
it
hope
because
they
he had a
invented it.
meeting coming up in the next 30 minutes.
I just ruined my dress shirt.
Yeah.
I know. Well, then I went to the office and I said, "Hey, your word I just heard, twat waffle."
Well, that's a great. I mean, how would you necessarily, unless you were listening to an all-girl podcast or friends with girls who included you in on their inner circle of
Twat waffles?
put downs. Yeah. Yeah, be a little self-deprecating.
Of their twat waffling?
Yes.
Twat wafflery.
There, yeah,
Yes.
that works.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to give him that. Had to give him that.
Well, you know what, Todd? Quid pro quo. You should
I've
also.
been saying that a lot today, buddy.
It warrants it, I think. In return, you should give them a dude-specific secret inner circle put down for them to use. I'll give you some.
They use Short King.
Yeah, the dudes don't say short king. That is almost exclusively a chick thing to say.
That is
Short
that
king.
is true.
I don't even think dudes would call a short woman a short queen. It's
Shorty.
it's not said.
Spinner.
Well,
That's a
little bit different of a-
yeah,
different context, buddy.
right. Context is everything. But
I start blurting out all of my
Todd's at the grocery store. Look at that little spinner. Like, whoa, dude, what? Oh, just how short she is.
Sir, can you tell me where the nacho cheese is? Well, spinner, it's right down there. Excuse me?
Well, you little spinner.
So, Todd, between now and
Yes,
the
sir.
end of the show,
Oh, holy shit balls.
yeah,
Oh,
Did Lori sneeze?
oh my God. My eyes are watering.
Indy's
You disgusting
his
dog.
lay on the floor and his ass is pointing directly toward Cory's chair.
No, it's not even pointing.
The indie beef.
Holy,
it hasn't
indie
hit me
beef.
yet. Then.
holy crap, dude. Wow.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're getting it?
Oh yeah,
Suck it in through your mouth, Cory. You'll diffuse it.
yeah. Put it in your mouth and suck it, Cory.
I mean, we talked. Our sinuses and allergies were acting up pretty good, and I think that just cleared
All
mine
cleared
up.
out.
Yeah.
All right, so Todd, between now and the end of the
Yes, sir.
show,
Yeah.
think about an inner circle, inner sanctum, sort of a dude specific phrase or self-deprecating put down that you can share with them.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to put the pressure on you right now.
Got it. Yep. I got it working in the brain.
All right, working in the brain. Okay,
And-
while that's working,
While it's going, you
in
want me to
one,
answer
in
the
one
question?
lobe? Yeah, go to the other lobe. And
Yep.
what are your thoughts on, is monogamy the best way for a long-term relationship? Is it the way to be always, or can you be as successful in a long-term relationship, without being just monogamous?
I think it depends.
Go on.
I think it depends. I think ultimately, ultimately, I think both parties have to be on board for monogamy. I think for monogamy to work, and
Usually good way to start that one.
yeah,
Both
yeah.
parties agreeing. Yep.
Yeah. And then similarly,
when he said, "I think it depends" twice, I'm like, he's just going to keep on repeating this, and then we're just going to give up, and we're going to move on.
No, I'm dancing delicately. I mean, I'm down with monogamy. That's what I got going on. But I'm just saying, I think that for people who have open marriages, I don't hate. I just appreciate it. I think it would take the open marriages, as they pointed out during their conversation, would take not only both parties being really, really mature, really having a great layer of communication, so that, and both parties agreeing that if one party decided at any point in time that they're going to roll back any special privilege, that both parties have to agree. Otherwise, I think monogamy is just the easiest way, because it feels like an open marriage would be fraught with all manner of trouble.
That's my take, is that there are too many unknown hurdles for you to cross potentially with a non-monogamous scenario.
Yeah, and having and like I said, and even like with the what's the polygamy thing, who would want like multiple wives? Like, that seems cuckoo crazy, dude. I can't remember one wife's birthday. Could you imagine not remembering like 4 or 5 wives' birthdays? And like what kind of shit you'd be in, and all the other stuff that you
Todd, to be honest with you, buddy, I think those certain types of people and families, I don't think the guy really has to say anything about their birthdays, because they're women and they don't matter to them, I'm saying. So
are you talking specifically about Mormon situations?
Oh, yeah.
Well, wait. There are
So
other
it's not
cultures
necessarily
that
like a
there's also other
equal-
cultures that have multiple wives.
No, true. I'm just saying, as far as, Mormonism in general.
I don't know much about it, but it sounds like you're saying that in the Mormon religion,
Yes,
that wives are subservient to the husband.
If there's more than one, usually.
Yeah.
I don't know about all of that. I mean, I guess I got to watch another documentary, but I don't know about all that.
There you go, Cory.
Yes, I got plenty for you, buddy.
Yep.
Absolutely plenty.
But if that's the case, then yeah, that changes things a bit.
That's still not monogamy, right? And
correct.
And they pull it off. And so I'm saying, it seems like there's a lot more trouble that you could get in if you got to take care of 8 or 9 bitches. I mean, it feels like the bigger the
There we go. There's what Todd was really thinking.
It just seems like having multiple ladies in your life is a recipe for disaster.
Todd, let's not beat around the bush. If you had multiple wives, you wouldn't give 2 fucks about their birthdays. Oh, it's your what? That's great. Get in the kitchen.
Yeah, you know what happens to those guys, Cory? There's a whole documentary series about dude was drinking antifreeze for 3 weeks and then just died. Like, you're gonna get poisoned somehow, because you know what I noticed when I watch those Mormon shows like The Sister Wives? He's not cooking; they're feeding him. He's sleep. Plus, how could you ever sleep without an eye open if you're gonna treat ladies mean? Something bad's gonna happen to you if you're mean to the ladies, dude. That's what I'm saying. It feels like monogamy is the easy route to go. No matter how alluring the other stuff might be, it feels like monogamy's got to be the way, because, man, either you're going to get murdered or poisoned or some other
Not as you would put it, Todd, if you keep those bitches in line.
I would like to hear the girl dinner referred to like a non-monogamous relationship where there's one girl, multiple guys, and her refer to them as her bitches. Like, I wonder if they would do the same, connotation. Like, with all these
I think
bitches.
that it has to be, right. So does that even exist? Is there a thing where the lady has like multiple dudes?
There's got to be. The odds are with this many, with the billions of people in the world, the odds of every single conceivable marital relation or relationship combination existing, it just means that if you could think of it, it exists somewhere.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that there's actually a different word for that?
For what? Twat waffle?
No, not for that. That's pretty straightforward.
Okay, got it.
So if a guy has multiple wives,
Yeah.
it's called polygamy.
Yes.
If a woman has multiple husbands, it's called polyandry.
Polyamory?
No, polyandry.
P-O-L-Y, then spell the rest.
Polyamory is something else, isn't it?
ANDRY.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
And I assume the rest of
does
the
that?
definition is all the same. It's just that there's one wife, multiple
Yep.
husbands.
Marriage of a woman to two or more men at the same
Okay.
time.
Is there a religion or a state other than Utah in which that occurs? Like, is this...
Why is it got to be Utah?
Well, that's where...
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. I'm like, do I really need to explain this to you? Like, maybe it's New Mexico where polyandry thrives. Like Will o' the Wisps.
I'd imagine to be Arkansas, like the polar opposite of Utah.
Is the polar... Well, hold on. The polar opposite of Utah is not Arkansas. I can tell you that much. It might be Vermont, but it's not Arkansas.
So this is kind of interesting as well.
Yeah. I'm so glad we're talking about this. Thanks, Girl Dinner.
Polygamy in any form is generally prohibited throughout the United States.
You don't say.
It's not
Generally. Generally.
Yeah, generally doesn't mean roundly or totally.
Yeah, it's kind of giving you like that. Well, you can try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get caught,
No
you
harm, no
well,
foul.
If you get caught, there might
Yeah.
be some consequences.
It's
If
prohibited most places. Well, where is it? Well, there's some places.
not, you know,
Not most. Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, like if you throw a dart, the odds of you hitting the place where it's not prohibited, pretty slim.
Huh. I'm going to have to look more into this.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
All right, Corey, how are we looking for a time here?
Oh, we're doing good. We got about another 10, 12 minutes.
All right, let's move into question.
Existential question of the week.
Well done, Todd. Well done.
I'm gonna trail it off here because it goes for like another 9 minutes. But
And speaking of which, I mean, yeah, great job with the song, Todd. Yeah. And
Beautiful
said,
artwork. I love it.
I was going to say, I sent both you idiots
Yeah.
the artwork earlier. No one said anything about it.
I was
with
driving.
you when you made it. I said, "Great job, Corey."
No, you weren't.
Yes, I fucking was.
When I made just the background picture,
Yeah.
that existential question of the week with our logo on it
That's
and all
also, you're right. That is a great job.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
That's all I was looking for.
Scroll back, Bob.
I didn't know you needed me to fucking stroke you off about the text color of
Yeah.
the font on the thing. I thought it was great.
Scroll back, Bob.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Scroll back.
I'm not following you, sir.
Scrote bag.
Again, you're just repeating a word and not explaining why you're saying what that word.
That's the equivalent of twat waffle, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. I love how he just assumed that I would know that.
Well, duh.
Well, I've called you that many times. Scroter
though-
for short.
Moving on.
Todd, I'm going to have to disagree with you there because a scrotum is already a bag of sorts. You need to find a word that doesn't really relate to the scrotum. Like, I've just like if you were like a scrote wheel, like what the hell's a scrote wheel?
Scrote wheel.
Now I need to hear more.
Ass
Like
clown?
a scrote biscuit.
Ass Ass clown? Does that work?
Ass clown. That's been said throughout
I
the
know.
ages.
Throughout history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Todd.
The annals of history. It
let's-
looms large.
Let's be original here, buddy.
All right, boys. First question here. Maybe we'll get through a couple of them here. What lapsed hobby would you like to return to? Please tell me if we've done this one already.
No. I got your answer though.
I think we have. I think we've done a version of it because immediately I know what I'm going to say.
I think you're wrong, Todd.
I think I'm right, Schroeder.
I think you're outvoted because that's the reason why I read it. So, Todd, go ahead with your answer, sir.
Video gaming.
Fuck. I think he's right.
Yeah, no,
I recognize his answer. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Now that he said that, I'm like, I did. I picked the same answer as well. I'm like, I'd like to go back and
Nice,
start playing
nice
hockey
work,
again.
Schroeders.
Yep.
Nice work, Scroat bags.
All right. So does this mean that in this whole section we've done all these before?
Probably.
All right. Well, we're going to fix that.
Scroat pillow.
We're going to fix it. Go to the next section
That just
here.
sounds comfortable, Todd.
A pillow for your scrotum? Yeah, I could get behind that.
Scroat mallet.
All right, we're getting warmer.
All right. Let's give this another shot here. And again, tell me if we've already done this.
Oh, clearly you and I are wrong, so we'll leave it up to Todd.
Well, we're gonna wait until we hear Todd's answer this, and we're gonna be like, oh yeah, we've already done this one. Good work, sir. Question: What do you wish? What do you wish people would stop asking you about? First of all, have we done this one before?
No.
Okay.
Just why my cock is so damn big.
That's the first thing that popped into my head.
Why is Cory's cock so damn big? I mean, the odds of you
for such a short queen.
short queen.
Every time Todd's in town, the first thing he asks me is like, hey, let's see it. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Again? It's only gotten bigger.
Oh, boy. Well, that's Cory's answer. Todd, how about you?
Could you repeat the question?
Sure. What do you wish people would stop asking you about?
Clarifying question.
Okay.
What people?
You know, the peoples. Why
People ask me all sorts of things.
Yeah. So when people ask you all sorts of things, those people you're talking about, that's the ones I'm talking about for this question.
Okay. So just repeat the question one more time.
Jesus fucking Christ. What do you wish people would stop asking you about? Oh, thank you, man.
I wish people would stop asking me about this question.
No one's asked you about this question. We're waiting
You just
to hear your
did.
answer. No,
did.
You asked me to read the question again.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to
That's
mute
what I
your
think.
mic if this is the sort of tomfuckery that's going to follow the reading of any more of these questions. Because
I got it.
Go ahead.
How'd you get so handsome?
Okay, so you took Cory's answer and applied it about his dick and applied it to your entire body.
Yes.
Got it.
You applied my dick to his face. Sorry, I had you, Todd.
I don't feel inclined to take this question seriously since nobody else did.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
You're a lying sack of
If
shit.
we had anybody in the sorry, what did Lori say in the chat that I missed?
Yes, there is a place in the mountains in Tibet where there are multiple husbands to each wife.
Okay, clarifying question. Why does she know that? Secondly,
When are you guys moving?
are we going to Tibet?
I was going to say, you don't think she's been looking into moving to Tibet for years?
Exactly. Don't take that. We're just going to climb Everest, Bob. You're going over there to be
Yes. Yeah.
You're going to be a sister bride.
Surprise. Just all I got to tell you is just pack a bag.
Wait.
Not going to tell you where.
Don't worry, we have 15 Sherpas that are going to take us up to Mount Everest?
Those are your
Wait,
sister bros,
I'm now
Bob.
one of the 15 Sherpas?
Get in line, bitch.
That's what I wish people would stop asking about, carrying their shit up a mountain. I'm not your fucking Sherpa.
Wait, I don't think Sherpas carry your shit up the mountain for you.
They do not.
No, they do not. They just
What do
they guide you. They
They
show
guide you.
Yeah.
You're expected to carry all your own shit?
Yeah,
All your own
usually.
shit, bro.
Yeah, usually, I think. I mean, the times that I've been up Everest.
What is the point of being a rich asshole if you can't pay someone else to carry your shit up the mountain?
Because you wouldn't be able to even get partway up the mountain if the dude wasn't pointing the way. You're paying for that. You're paying for a guide.
I'm going to pay for a guide and a guy to carry my shit. There's just 2 guys now instead of 1.
Well, the
But
guy carrying
your
your
dude
shit
who's carrying the shit will be dead.
What? Why?
and you wouldn't call him a Sherpa. You'd call him a bitch.
You call him a bitch.
Oh, that's fair.
Exactly.
Then I'm gonna have a Sherpa and a bitch. Yeah. If I'm rich, if I'm rich, let's qualify that. I am not. Were I to be rich, there's no way. I want the experience without all of the fucking work.
hence why Bob's never climbed Everest.
Well, and not for nothing, Bob. I hope you never win the lotto and climb Everest because you're going to be a dead rich motherfucker.
I don't see why. I'm not going to be tired. I'm just going to be
You're not. Yeah.
jauntily fucking skipping up the mountain.
And I thought my comment about climbing up Everest in flip flops was stupid.
It was.
I think you just
Nice
stopped
work,
it.
nice work, Schroeder. Yeah. Next
All right,
question,
we got
Schroeder.
last shot sitting here, gentlemen. So let's do this. We don't want to close the
Hang
show
on.
with a shot, do we?
No, not yet.
Yeah, we can squeeze one more question in, can't we?
Yeah, of course.
Given,
It's our show,
given,
Bob. We can
given
do
how the
whatever we
last
want.
question went, I think we could definitely do that.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Oh, we definitely.
You guys aren't going to do a false start again
that
this
question.
time, right?
No false starts this time.
No
TD.
false starts. All right.
Okay.
So anybody, well, if it's Lori up there, we'll just say, if you're listening out there,
And Dylan.
cheers. I haven't
Salute.
seen Dylan. I haven't seen Dylan reply for a while.
He probably passed out again.
Yeah, cheers.
That's the good stuff.
Oh, wee.
All right. Last question of the show. And if you're listening out there, I would encourage you to send us your answers to schnozzcast@gmail.com with your answer to this question, because I think that would be hilarious. The question is, what would be the title of your autobiography?
Holy shit, why does he have such a huge cock? That's what we call a clapback.
I got mine.
Holy shit, how did he make it up the mountain not carrying any of his stuff?
Well, Todd, I mean,
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Pimping ain't easy, but it's necessary. The Todd Dillon story.
Perfect. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, that's the episode for the week. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to take a quick break and we'll do another episode tonight and bank it potentially for the future. But for now, on behalf of Cory and Todd, this is Bob saying we'll see you next time. Thank you again. We love you. Peace out.